Demon in the haunted controller. After being the worst mod the previous day, Demon woke up and decided to play on his new Wii U. He turned it on, sat down and got very excited to play it. Though he waited and waited, but the screen never came to life, it just stayed a still black. Frustrated, he went and turned it off and on, but found no improvement. He unplugged it and plugged it back in, turned it on, and the screen flickered to life. What greeted him though wasn't the usual home screen. Instead it was simply an arrow pointing down. Confused by this, Demon picked up his controller to try forcibly bring up the home menu, to be shocked that he now found a face staring at him from the LCD display. "I am Gonthic, the dark ruler of Nintendonia. My soul is trapped in this controller," screeched out of the speaker on the controller in a deep digital tone. Shocked by this, he dropped the controller and backed away slowly. As he did though, the controller slowly rose in front of him. "Now that you have awoken me, there is much to be done to complete the ritual of bloodletting. Join me, won't you?" This frightened Demon. He just wanted to play Super Mario Bros., not perform a dark satanic ritual with a haunted controller. Rejecting his offer, Demon sped out of his room and stayed at his friend's house for the night, hoping that it was all just a bad hallucination. After explaining the situation to his best friend Jonathan, he felt crazy and thought surely he must have imagined it all. But to put his mind at ease, Jonathan traveled back to his house with him to take a look.
No, it stopped. Why? No. What are you doing? Just don't do that. Read. Please read. No! It was so good. Don't do this to me. No! No! It's a cliffhanger! Oh man. It won't play for me. Oh my god. What am I going to do? What is the site? Let me try. It's not working. No! I can't read it manually. I'm bad. I might read it manually. This is... oh man. Can't you say that or what? What's wrong with this guy?
When Demon could finally
he can't
open
say
his
it.
eyes, he saw Jonathan
Fuck.
lying on the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna have to read it. Demon carefully opened the door to his room and peeked inside, expecting to see the same floating controller from the day before, but found the room to be quiet as it was the previous morning. Demon was perplexed but revealed to find that he simply imagined it all. The stress from being the worst mod must have gotten to him. Jonathan tapped him on the back while laughing. "Haunted controller. Man, you sure had me going for a second," he said in between the short holes. "Hehe, all a joke," Demon muttered to playing it off. Suddenly the room was filled with blinding light emanating from the controller and a sharp shriek from the speaker. Demon shut his eyes and covered his ears to protect himself from both of the light and noise. But despite doing this, a loud scream still pierced his ears. When Demon could finally open his eyes, he saw Jonathan lying on the floor lifeless, with blood pooling from his ears. A deep digital laugh filled the room. And here I thought you had decided to not help me with this ritual, Demon. The familiar voice from yesterday said, But I didn't. It was just helping me. Demon stabbing in response. Of course, deny it if you wish, the ritual is beginning, the voice replied. As a dark red glow filled the room, the controller hovered above Jonathan's lifeless body and lifted up. While chanting in a language Demon did not understand, again another blinding flash filled the room. Demon raised his hand to shield his eyes. All that could be heard was shuffling out flesh and thud off the floor. Demon lowered his hand and opened his eyes to be greeted with his friend Buddy standing before him. He looked to the ground to see the controller laying on the floor with a blank screen. Thank you, said a similar voice that Demon had heard before coming out of the controller. He looked up and He looked up to find it coming from his friend's body. With this body you have brought, I may begin my reign now over this world. And with that, Golfak walked past Demon and out of the door. And that, friends, is the story of how Demon was the worst mod and doomed humanity. Alright, you see, I'm not very good at this.